G'day, this is Paul from Democast Media, helping you save time and build greater trust and more clarity with screen capture. On this channel, I teach people how to get better at visual communication. So if you want to learn how to use tools like Camtasia, screen capture, screen share, video conferencing, all those kinds of tools, then this is your channel. If it's your first time here, please consider subscribing and hit the notification bell to stay up to date. So I want to share with you an important decision. Well, it feels important to me that I think if I follow through with that, it's going to have better outcomes for myself, for my clients, for my screencast freelance clients. And I think it's going to have a good impact on you if you follow along with me. So my question for you is, what video conferencing tool do you currently use? And if you've had experience with Zoom, let me know what you think about it and leave your comments in the section below. So this week, I have decided to move away from Skype and embrace Zoom as my main video conferencing and screen share tool. Why? Well, I've always been recommending Join.me for collaboration and screen sharing. And I still recommend that because it's just so easy. However, in two of my three last freelance video conferencing calls that I've had, they have both opted for Zoom. And on my last experience, I was converted. And I thought, I am never going back to Skype ever again. And if I ever have people that have used Skype with me before, I'm going to start moving them on to Zoom. In fact, I thought, why have I been putting this off for so long? Because this thing just works. It just works so well. And this week, as I was thinking about this, and I thought, I need to get onto Zoom, then I stumbled upon one of their blog posts, which obviously is going to talk about them in a positive light. But out of 700 Zoom users, they did a survey amongst 700 users. 82% of them said that they were able to build greater trust with video, which is not surprising. Anytime you see someone's face, rather than just hearing someone's voice, it's instantly going to build more of a connection with someone. So that's not a surprise. So 82% said greater sense of trust with video. And 91% said that using those types of tools built greater engagement. Furthermore, 87% said that those who used Zoom say that it was a better overall experience than their previous solution, which I'm totally with that one. 71% said that Zoom increased their company's productivity, which I would say is about collaboration and being understood the first time, being able to create ideas on the fly and everyone just is on the same page. And finally, 85% said Zoom has increased collaboration at their company. So that in itself, my sub decision from that was, I am never going to have another conference or online conference without turning on the video. I am always going to turn on the video no matter what now. That may make you feel uncomfortable because some people don't like the idea of having themselves on the screen and it's like, oh, am I dressed right? Do I look well? Do I look good? Maybe you may not be able to get away with just wearing really bad looking clothes. Maybe you had to dress up a little. Maybe you had to be a bit more engaged and switched on for that. But the benefits that you can reap from that are immense. Who doesn't want to build more trust with their clients? Who doesn't want to build more credibility with potential clients and be able to read body language? You know, this is sort of going off topic now slightly, but I had to run through a demonstration with a potential client, which was worth quite a lot of money there. And I couldn't see what the reaction was from my audience. I had to sort of run with it and sort of try to pick up on cues, auditory, like listening, but it's very hard, you know. And the session just did not go as well as it could have if I had been there. Or being able to see at least their faces, a screen with how they were receiving that message. Video makes communication better. So that's actually my sub decision. I'm always going to switch on the video no matter what. That's always going to be there. So with all of that said, I started experimenting more with Zoom this week at work. And so I invited the client to take part in a Zoom call to experiment with that. And they were also trying out Zoom. So I thought, yeah, great, let's do this as an experiment. The other person that was meant to be there couldn't be part of the meeting. And so she said, shall we reschedule? And I thought, no, we're going to have the meeting anyway. And we're going to record this session with Zoom, which is the free version lets you do that. So I said, let's just record this as an experiment, and then we can forward that on to your boss afterwards. And she said, great idea. Let's do that and give it a go. So we had our session. I ran through some slides. I used annotations. And with the recording, I sent that through to her. And then yesterday, I got an email back saying, yep, really worthwhile session. I am now a Zoom convert. I am now a Zoom convert. And as am I. I'm now an evangelist of Zoom, and it's going to be my go-to thing for the next several months as I go down this journey of being a better visual communicator. So the free version of Zoom packs so much value. It is so valuable what they're offering just on the free version. And let's just run through some of these things. The first thing that I find that works great with Zoom, it just works. I've never, ever had an issue being able to start a meeting. This is a stark contrast to Skype by virtue of just the setup here. Your participants do not have to sign up to Zoom to take part. They don't have to. All they have to do is to click on the meeting URL link, which you can send them, and that initiates a download of the software, and then you're off to the races. So number one thing, no one else has to sign up. They just click on a link, sets up the download, and you're going. With the free version, if you're just having a one-on-one conference call, you can have that call for an unlimited period of time. Once you have two or more, or so so three or more people taking part, then that call just goes for 40 minutes. Okay, but if you're just having one-on-one call, then you can have unlimited access to the most important features of Zoom, which is great. Audio and video conferencing. The next thing is, as I mentioned before, you can record your sessions. This is great. Whatever was discussed in the meeting can be captured, and you can share that with others. You can use that for training and keeping people up to date with what's going on. No one has to be left out of the loop. They can take part as if they were there, like a webinar that you couldn't get to be part of, but you really wanted to be there, but your schedule was busy. You want to go back later to that. Well, this feature lets you create that benefit for your audience. The next thing, and the thing that I use most, and why I like things like join.me, it's the collaboration of doing screen sharing. So you can do screen sharing. Yes, you can do that with Skype, but with Zoom, you can have screen sharing going there. Your audience can see what you see on your screen. So you can have your PowerPoint slides, go through a report, demonstrate software, and which is all great. It's all wonderful. Zoom lets you not only share your screen, but your audience can share their screen as well. Can you see how the huge potential for collaboration you have? Not only being able to be understood yourself, but be able to see the world from another person's lens, like literally seeing what is on their screen. You can troubleshoot things a lot faster that way. It's just funny how quickly you can just have that sort of moment, like the penny just drops, and you can just understand where the other person is coming from just by seeing what's on their screen. Now, one thing I will say is that join.me is easier to initiate those screen share sessions because you just have to click a link. You don't have to download anything. So in that sense, screen share is easier with join.me, but considering all of the features and all the benefits you have just on the free version of Zoom, particularly if we're just talking about one-on-one sessions, Zoom wins hands down, in my opinion. It is just that powerful. So if you want to relieve yourself of time and frustration trying to explain things to people, get onto Zoom for screen sharing. Everyone's going to be on the same page. If you want to build more trust with potential clients, current clients, with people working remotely, get your video conferencing happening with Zoom. They'll be able to see you. You can see them. It's going to build more trust. And that's something that, engagement. How do we engage the workforce? How do we get them feeling part of the team, no matter where they work, no matter where they are? Zoom will help you to do that. And having the right video conferencing tool will help you get more things done. There are so many reasons why you want to get on the video conferencing journey and take Zoom as your main tool. So if you got something out of this session, leave your feedback. If you liked it, give it a like if it deserves it, and stay up to date with more content just like this. That's going to help you. It's going to help you save time, build trust, and create moments of clarity for your audience and for yourself. And who doesn't want that? Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.